Hi everyone, hope you're okay and welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you have. So today I did a little speed build. It's very simple. It was just a box really on the outside, but I tried to change it up a little bit on the inside. You probably just see me delete platforms that I did start to build because the platforms, I forgot, when you use them, you can't actually put anything in the side of a platform. So yeah, I didn't want to do that because I wanted to put rooms under the kind of loft area that you'll see in a minute that I'm building. I wanted to go for something fairly modern on this one as well. So upstairs we're gonna have the bedroom and like a little entertainment area, and then downstairs is the living area with the bathroom and stuff. So you'll see it anyway as it comes to life. You'll see it a little bit more. I actually got the idea for this from Pinterest because yeah, I saw a picture of kind of like that stairs area with a little doorway next to it and the lights going up the stairs, and I thought that would be really cool to create in The Sims. But yeah, so it's all base game as well, this build, and it is available on the gallery under Wilsims, the same name that is on my YouTube channel. Um, yeah, I say that too much. Because I have no idea really what to talk about during while I'm doing a voiceover. There's really not much going on in life at the minute, so to try and fill the time, I'm not really sure what to say. But yeah, I really like this style of build actually at the minute with the balcony area on the top, or the kind of like loft area on the top. I did an industrial build quite a little while ago and made it look like kind of like a converted factory, so that was pretty cool. And I've just uploaded another video yesterday actually of a mansion that I built, um, so that's on my channel as well. I'll put the link for that one down in the description. But yeah, on this, this is a house for just one sim, one person, and I actually recently learnt that trick that I'm doing now with the quarter tiles. So you push, let me just remember, I think you push Control and F and it changes the full tile to a quarter tile, and you can kind of create patterns. So if you have just got the base game, you can change the pattern of the floor, so you can create a lot more different types of flooring on there. So it's really cool to learn that one. And you can also do diagonal kind of paths as well. So if you go and watch my mansion build, there is a diagonal path on the outside of it, and that is done using the quarter tiles. But you might have to look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Control and F. I can never remember because I kind of just do it when I'm playing the game. I just do it without thinking really. But yeah, so in the kitchen, it's a decent sized kitchen actually for the size of the build. It does annoy me actually that I put the toilet going off of the kitchen because in real life I seem to think that that's really unhygienic, that you would never have a toilet coming off of the kitchen, and I don't know why, but I always seem to do it in builds. So I guess that's something I need to improve about my builds, is just change the layout a little bit. So, and with the base game, I really didn't realise that it's been so long since I've done a base game build, but it's been so long, and I didn't realise how kind of little decorations and accessories there are. I really depend now on the expansions. I was really thinking that today actually to get to download some CC and have a little play around with that, because I really want to kind of build on utility rooms now, but I don't have like the laundry pack or anything. So I think it would be really cool. It just makes the house a little bit more realistic because obviously people have washing to do. They have clothes to wash. So yeah. So now on the build we are just in the bedroom. I didn't want to put windows in or anything to start off with. I deleted the wall on the outside on that side so I could kind of see what I was doing a little bit more, because I do build generally with the Sims 4 camera, and then if I want to get a little bit of a different angle on there, I will use the Sims 3 camera, so I can move the like tilt the screen up more or down more, because obviously on the Sims 4 camera, if you push the T button on your keyboard, you can only see like a direct above view. You can't change the angle to suit exactly what you want. But yeah, so the little entertainment area upstairs. I did think about putting a little gym area up here, but I wanted to keep it kind of like clean. I feel like if there was a gym area, it would have been a separate room rather than all open in one area. And I didn't realise either that there are the marble flooring. There is marble flooring in base game, which was kind of cool. It does annoy me a little bit that it is tiles rather than one whole sheet of marble, but it is what it is. It kind of worked with what we had, so yeah. I really like actually how the top floor came out. It would be a bit annoying in real life, I guess, though, because if there are people downstairs, you can hear them because everything is completely open to downstairs. So now on to the lounge area. So in here I went for like the royal blue, deep blue and mustard yellow kind of theme. I did again then use the filter actually in the end on the colours. I filtered out to the colours because I can never find what I want, and I can never find the swatch that I want in the objects, so it's kind of frustrating and it takes a bit longer. So just to make it a little bit easier, just filtered out the colours on the swatches to get the theme that I wanted. I really like this combination actually. I go to, well, when it's open at the minute, we're not allowed to go anywhere, but in IKEA, when you go into IKEA and go around the rooms, I like to just sit there and imagine that I'm at home, ignore all the people walking past doing their shopping. Just imagine that I'm in my own home in the little IKEA showrooms. Yeah, and then I actually realised that I didn't have a window in this room, so just placed that in. And with the blinds actually in base game, I think there are a few more blinds that you can put over the windows and curtains once you've got a few of the stuff packs or expansion packs. But with the blinds, there was kind of really limited choice in base game. But then I guess that's why it's called a base game, because you only get kind of the basic items, I guess. So downstairs, I kind of struggled with the area outside. Not outside, inside still. It will be inside when I build a wall. But the kind of what items to put in there, because again, I've relied so much on the stuff packs and expansion packs. But then again, I was quite surprised at some of the items that were base game, because I thought that they were expansion packs or stuff packs. So yeah, I didn't actually realise that quite a few of the items are base game. So I went for the grey brick. I'm not gonna lie, the grey brick on the inside, on the kind of like vaulted ceiling area, was a mistake. But then once I'd done it, I really liked how it looked, because it just adds a bit more texture, to the inside of the house. And it kind of, I think when there's texture as well, it does fill a space a little bit more. But yeah. So adding in lights, because I forgot that there are no lights in the build, and I'm the kind of person that likes a really, really bright room or a really, really dark room, no in between, because you just can't see in between, or I just struggle to see. It's like driving when the sun's going down. It's just a bit dark sometimes, you can't really see where you're going. So on the exterior of the house, I added just a little bit of a different roof on, because it is a box. Pretty much the whole build is just a rectangle. I wanted to just try to make it a little bit different. Kind of reminds me of when you first get The Sims and you build just a massive box and then just add a random square in the corner that's the toilet, like bathroom area, and then that's it, and then everything else is just open plan, and the build is actually horrendous, but at the time you think you're amazing because it's the first thing that you've ever built in The Sims, and you've got nothing to compare it to until you see these amazing builds that other people do on the gallery. But unfortunately I don't always have the patience for it. I mean, with the mansion build that I did yesterday, I had like a full day spare, and yeah, I had a full day spare, so I kind of just filled it with building a mansion on The Sims. I started off as well on a 64 by 64 lot on the gallery for the build, but then realised that the house isn't that big and it would look ridiculous if I uploaded that, so I changed it to I think it's 30 by 20, because then it just allowed me to play around with the garden a bit, because otherwise it would have been a massive garden and a tiny house, unless I guess I could have put a fence around it. But I really enjoy doing the gardens at the minute, surprisingly. I used to hate doing gardening, but then my partner really enjoys it, so I now actually enjoy gardening a little bit more. Well, I say that, I like growing things or cutting the grass, that's about it, but yeah. So on the outside, this house is it's more for just a single sim, I think, really, or a couple, obviously, because there's a double bed. But on the outside, if you wanted to get into the little gardening hobby, you can. Yeah, and then add some flowers to the walls, just to change it a little bit. I wanted to add in some details, but nothing seemed to work together because none of the swatches match in base game, really, and it's really tricky to actually find matching swatches, like the brown on the thing going across the room. I can't remember what it's called to get rid of the walls. The bar, I can't remember. Spandrels? No, I don't know. And then but yeah, the that and the columns, the brown is slightly different, and it's a little bit frustrating, but I don't think you can really tell if you don't pay too much attention. Yeah. And yeah, with the lights as well, I find that the base game lights are huge, so I always size them down just to make them look a bit more realistic, because especially when your sim walks next to it, it looks like there's a massive light going over the top, or like the sim looks really small compared to the light. It's not as realistic, because I do like my builds to look fairly realistic, so on the outside, I am quite an erratic builder, I guess. I do make things up quite a lot as I go along. So you could probably tell though, because I change things quite a lot. I really like doing that with the fountains though, with the ponds and kind of creating a little pond area. But I really wish that in the terrain tools we had a pond feature button, which you always used to be able to. I can't remember which. I think up until now we used to be able to create an actual pond, but I guess they wanted to get rid of that feature. But I think we are pretty much done on the build, just putting an outside light on the outside. We're coming to the end of the video, and then there are just a few pictures at the end. So I will say bye for now, guys, and stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye!